they sit on tiny. They sit on tiny.
We not sit on tiny. You too big for the size in Vietnam. Okay, let's be honest. All the foreigners go to Vietnam and complain why our chair is so small. Do you guys know how big you guys is?
Good morning.
Welcome back to another episode of
Kampungkid Cooks with Ann.
We come back.
We came back.
We come back for season of
Season 2. We call it
season 2. Really? We call it season 2. Why?
We call it season 2 because we took a break. We took a break because a lot of things happened.
Yeah.
And yeah, so it was one thing after another, and many things happened, and now we are back.
Yeah.
And today we are going to look at so in between our last season and this season, a few things happened. And one of the things that happened was my team and I made a trip to Vietnam, Da Nang.
Yeah, finally Douglas have a first stop go to Vietnam.
And we had it was it was expansion of reality box. Okay, I've never seen. So I've seen videos on YouTube of Vietnam, of Da Nang, and I've seen how crazy the situation is, especially on the roads. And
I've been here nagging a lot by me that you don't understand what you're talking. You never go to Vietnam. You don't talk to me. So I will be the one who keep pull him away every time he talk about Vietnam because he don't know what he talking previously. I'm right. After he come back, I can tell the difference. He now finally you understand what I'm saying.
This woman has been telling me, Douglas, you don't know the reality box and their reality box, different reality box. Okay, so
wait, simple question. So am I right again?
Yeah, so I get it. So the difference was being an observer, watching YouTube videos, getting information. Okay, getting information, and then finally being there. And so the thing I want to say about our trip, my team and I, our trip to Vietnam it was not one that's like a typical tourist type of trip because we went and we stayed at the homestay that was set up by the team. Yeah. You want to talk a little bit about the homestay?
Yeah, the homestay is owned by one of the team member. I'm very proud of my mentee. You know, they've been learning from me. They apply everything that I've been learning and so success in Singapore, and now they apply that to do their own business in Vietnam. And that's what I'm talking about. That knowledge is useless if you don't book into action. And I'm glad they finally book into action, and individual of them start build the business from startup with guidance from me. Or obviously, people will say how do they can do it so fast and well and so successful? I say no, you have to have mentor, and the same. That's why I have a mentor for life, and I believe Douglas have other mentor in his life as well. So I will always tell people that mentor is not for you 1-2 days. It's for life thing that you sometimes you need their help. They have certain knowledge. They will have certain knowledge to save your life that you surprisingly you may need it. So yeah, the homestay is in Da Nang. For whoever who's Singaporean, you guys will love the place because it's been tested by few Singaporean of my friends. Because when I recommend something, right, I will very carefully ask for feedback, and because I live with Singapore standard, I know what struggling of a Singaporean go traveling that you guys want clean. So when I tell my team to do business, right, you guys need to focus on how clean it is, and I realized again the same thing. Oh, they don't know how clean Singapore is, and they finally travel here to learn how Singapore is, so they can come back to apply to the homestay. So yes.
Yeah. So in between, the team also made a trip. The Vietnamese team also made a trip here to learn Singapore to get an experience.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we stayed at a homestay, which was a little bit different from my previous trips overseas, because usually we'll stay at hotels.
Hotel, yeah.
Okay, and then we'll have the tourist experience. Yeah. But this time, because we stayed at a homestay with the local. Yeah, where the team was. We really had an experience of what it was like to live like a local Vietnamese, which is something that I really, really love. Okay, being immersed in a culture. Yeah. And of course, okay, the homestay was amazing. Okay, the rooms, were huge. The rooms were huge and really, really comfortable. Everything was more than I expected.
And the price is cheap. Cheap. I have to say that.
Okay, we'll say it's good value. It's good value.
For Singaporean, that is ridiculous cheap,
Yeah, so
Douglas.
don't use the word cheap.
Oh, okay.
What have I not? I'm going to kick you after this. So it's amazing value. It's not cheap. It's amazing value.
Come on, I just want to help them to realize.
No, but it's amazing value. It's amazing value, and of course it costs less than similarly equipped accommodation.
Yeah.
Okay, so it was amazing, but more than that, it was amazing because we were with the Vietnamese team.
Yeah.
And so when we went out a lot. Okay, we went out and had experience of really, really local food.
Yeah.
Seafood is amazing. Seafood is amazing. Seafood is amazing. Seafood is amazing. Okay, and seafood is amazing. By the way,
I will add that sentence why he say that, because when we do that homestay, right, my idea of give advice to my my mentee, which is he do the business, but he needs some advice from me. I say, what we have that other homestay should don't have is we will collaboration with other tourist company, but this tourist company have to give us what we want. So they have to give transport to the place that, like Douglas say, the food is amazing. So it's super local. You have to go with them because you cannot speak Vietnamese and no point. Because the way of go certain place of the food is amazing. It's something that also call adventure, right? And then because I'm a Vietnamese, I know what we eat in Vietnam. And as a tourist, I think you should try it once, okay? And if you love it, like Douglas, good, you know, you can keep come back to the same homestay. And you want to be the place that people take care of you genuinely, you know, not just come is but want to make money from you. So that's the thing of, I love what the homestay that they've been doing, which is the concept of taking care of people from airport to the homestay, bring them to the local experience, and then send people back to airport. Everything is being planned and preparing well. And that's what I learned from Singapore that I can bring back to tourism in my country, which is that's what make me so proud of how much I've been learning in Singapore.
But in the end, it's also to me, I guess, totally, absolutely appreciating the Vietnamese culture, the Vietnamese environment exactly as it is. Okay, and not wanting it to be more like Singapore or anything else, but really to have that local experience. So one of the things that happened was when we went out, booking. There isn't really public transport, no buses, no MRT like Singapore. Most people ride bikes, okay, otherwise.
Not most, everybody.
Okay, yeah, everybody, okay, most people, okay, 90-something% of people.
99.9%.
And the rest.
Sit behind.
Okay, some of them drive, and we could have easily booked Grab, okay, to get to the places that we wanted to go. But instead, we decided to pillion ride on the motorbikes, and I must say, if you've not done it, you need to have the experience because it was totally an eye opener for me.
How skilled we are.
They have different rules. They have different rules. To me, it's no rules, but they have different rules which everybody understands, and they stay. For whatever reason, they are able to stay in a lot of chaos. They stay safe. Okay, so I was on the bike and we were just weaving through. I wouldn't have survived on my own. Okay, but anyway, I think the difference between observing and getting information and participating and then getting an experience. Okay, I think that really totally makes a difference. And
yes, for come to that part, today I finally show him how to really make a Vietnamese coffee.
Okay, so I used to So yeah, these little things.
Yeah.
And I look at these little things.
You can get it online, or you can.
No, I'm not talking about that. I look at these little things and say, oh my god.
So waste of time.
This is a bloody waste.
Yeah, he told me that, and I'm like, oh my god, you don't appreciate coffee.
And you make this little bit of coffee. I was like, oh my god. Okay, so when I make Vietnamese coffee, okay, I boil it all.
And I hate it.
Okay, and
he just destroy my soul when I'm seeing he do coffee like that.
Okay, so today, Anne is going to make us some Vietnamese coffee. So I'm going to boil some water.
Yeah, so definitely you need super hot water. It means like just boiling done and you straight away pour in. So of course you need cup. I don't know where you can buy this. Just search online Vietnamese coffee fin. This called fin, and then you just make sure it's fit. Okay, don't like turn left side down when you pour the water everywhere dirty. So the way we make coffee, I'm sure any video you search they will show you already similar. So I will explain a little bit why it's important. The quality of the coffee and how hot the water will help you to see how the drip down is important. You know, you need to see the drip like super slow. The slower it is, mean the coffee is good. I don't know how good Douglas coffee is. Let's test today, okay? Let's book in a test. Sometimes foreigner buy coffee, I cannot trust one. So
no, this coffee was recommended by one of the Vietnamese.
Oh no!
So this is blind test.
So now
I'm not saying what it is.
So now I'm judge another Vietnamese. So again, normally I try to make it balanced by like this, you know, so it make it smooth. Try don't touch anything, you know, same like they do espresso, you know, right? Yeah. Okay, some drop down, but doesn't matter.
Balance it.
Yeah, to make it flat.
Okay, even it out.
So some people they will use a spoon to do it. I don't recommend that because you may press and it's not natural flow for the water. I don't know how to explain that. Is that understanding for you?
Okay.
He say okay, I don't know.
Okay.
Okay, so you see this curve, it have to be on top, not the bottom. So you press it down. I'm sure it's same like the espresso, right? You know. Okay, I hear the sound of the hot water. So the reason why you need to press it? So when you pour the water on, the powder not come up. Okay. Is that hot now? Super hot?
Yes, it's
good.
Super hot.
Okay. So now, when you pour slowly. Don't like straight away go down, you know. You need to get it a time to slowly come down a little bit. Give it few seconds, you know,
this is where you go take a nap, come back.
Not that long, like maybe 10 minutes or 15 minutes. But you know what is the joy of doing this when it's cold weather? Do you see that? It start dripping. You guys can see. See? So that's what the fun of doing coffee, you know?
Drip.
It drip. It drip.
Drip. Oh my god.
You see how beautiful is that? Oh my god, that's the best part. Did you see that? See? You see like it dripping one by one by one.
You see the look on my face.
You see this one haven't started. So when this happen, slightly bring up a little bit or shaking a bit. You know, like kind of try to move the butt. Oh, sorry, I cannot. Let me try, see.
No, it's stuck together.
Oh no, just give it a bit more. So normally I say, it's the longer this one to come down, is the better the taste is. Because they have to find a way to go down, you know?
They are lost in the wilderness of the coffee ground, so they have to they have to find their way through.
So I normally will try to pour the top a bit more until it start dripping.
Okay, these guys are lost, very, very lost.
let's rather two reasons is become super good or it become stuck. Okay, so we will figure out. But it's normally it won't be stuck. So now you have to cover like instant noodle kind of covering, you know. That's why I'm calling this like instant noodle.
These guys have found their way. These guys have found their way. These guys are still lost.
Yeah, let's see. Oh, I saw it. I saw the first drip. Do you see the corner? Finally! See, I found it. See? It first drop already. Good job. So?
You know, I'm going to be older.
But you see, this is what fun of watching a process of making coffee, because in the past when I was young, I think the same thing. You know, when I go,
I feel like I'm watching a race. Now go. Okay.
It's a beautiful when you see each drop. It like contains so much of love, of care, of proper way of doing it. You know, and
they're so happy that they found their way after being lost in the wilderness.
You know, this is what my enjoying every morning. This is like meditation kind of thing for me every morning. Seems like I don't want to look at anything. I will look at this and wait for my coffee. I'm like,
okay.
Wow, this is so fun. Now let's sit like a Vietnamese and let's look at the coffee and let's talk.
So the other thing about being in Vietnam, so we go to this local
food. Is that food?
Local food places. Yeah, and we go to this local coffee shops, and
the chair is so small.
And they sit on tiny. They sit on tiny.
We not sit on tiny. You too big for the size in Vietnam. Okay, let's be honest. All the foreigners go to Vietnam and complain why our chair is so small. Do you guys know how big you guys is?
They sit on little stools, on little furniture. I felt like I went back to kindergarten. I'm sorry, it was really funny.
So do you break any chair there?
No, of course not.
Okay, so at least the furniture is good quality. He didn't break any chair, so it should be fine. I know you look.
The coffee is coming up.
Yes,
here.
yes, you see. No, it's not come up. The hot water.
Oh, it's hot water.
It's the hot water. There, but it come down here, you see.
So we're watching the race to see who will finish first.
I think because I cover it, so that's why it's. See? You see, hot, it's boiling.
Okay.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, so
continue do your work.
So we need.
I don't know. I have a feeling this side tastes will be better. Because you take
this is
more slower to do.
This is justification.
No, it's not justification. You should go some shop in purely just sell coffee drip. And if you come out and if drip like this, consider too fast for them. The right one should be all of them come to one point and one drop at 1 second. That's a perfect coffee drip.
Okay, this is too fast then. Slow down.
You can't. So some place, right, they so precise about that because the coffee lover will go to that certain place in Vietnam to just order just black coffee, but so expensive. And they only drink black coffee. That's how much they love the coffee. And they have to be like extremely that flavor and taste and Anyway, you haven't go to that extremely coffee lover, but I am. So I love coffee and I appreciate good coffee, you know.
Oh yes, and I so we went to Vietnam a few weeks ago. I made a couple of trips since then, and I just in the last week or so, the team happily announced that they have started, or they're setting up 2 cafes.
Yep.
They're setting up 2 cafes.
Yep.
Okay, that's going to focus on premium Vietnamese coffee. Because I'm really excited. They were sending pictures about on the progress and so I know the next time we go to Vietnam, there are going to be a couple of coffee places that we can go to.
Yep.
And watch coffee drip.
Oh, I love it. Yeah, you can watch coffee drip all day there. I need to pour some more hot water here.
You need to boil it again?
No, don't have to because it's a cover, but it should be fine. So, I still remember when we go to one of the local food in Vietnam with Douglas. I thought he already get used to Vietnam, and I was just like cross the road, right? When I just cross the road, I said, "Oh, cross the road," and then I just like this, and I bring him, and I still remember he said, for the first, you know, Douglas very soft person, like.
Excuse me.
Rarely you hear. I never hear Douglas go bad word in my life, to be honest. And that's the first time. That's the first time ever I hear he say the F word, and he even say what the F again. So first he say F you, then he say what the F. Then I was like,
say F you.
God, you got say I hear. That's why I'm like, wow. Now I know how to make the Douglas face.
I said F. I didn't say F you.
Yeah. Oh yeah, right. So the point of the story is, it's so fun when you see another foreigner experience what you've been doing that normally for like 30 years of your life, you know. Like just cross the road. Why have to shouting and screaming a big guy on the road? Like I feel like he dancing, you know, and the crossing is like less than.
No, I was dancing, you know.
4 seconds.
It's an opportunity to dance, okay, to do.
I wish my eyes at that moment become a camera, so you guys can see that's so funny how that's looked for. Because it was so funny for me. Even after cross the road, I cannot stop laughing because I'm like, I just crossed the road. Why you so panic? You a big guy. But he was like,
there are no rules. There are no rules. There are no rules.
I told him just close eye and walk. People know what you're doing. You just close eye and walk. That's it. Just look at where you want to go and just cross. Okay, and that's it. And
yeah, I figured that just look. Okay, the find you if there's an empty space, get into the empty space.
Yeah.
You know, I was what I felt like. You know that these arcade games that I used to play. We used to play these arcade games when we were younger.
Yeah.
And there's this frog crossing the road,
yeah.
and then that car's coming, and then the frog just get. Whenever there's a spot, okay, I felt like that frog.
I love how to see him go crazy with that, but yeah. Okay, this one is like done. We'll get this first. This later I will have myself. It's fine, but because the video is short, so we want to make it fast for you.
No,
guys.
you should drink it and tell me if this is as good as it's supposed to be.
Oh, okay, sure. We can share anyway. So the cover up just now is what you book bottom.
Okay.
The reason is you don't want to dirty anything.
Okay,
Normally I drink black coffee, but because today for Douglas I drink with milk. So normally try to book like 1 teaspoon to 2 teaspoons is enough. Depend on how sweet you want. I will book 1.5 for me.
Okay.
That's how normally I drink. You guys can book what you want. This is condensed milk, by the way. Okay, so you can have 2 options. You can drink just like this, which is warm. Or you can have another option that you can book ice, so become cà phê sữa đá. Cafe is coffee, sữa is milk, đá is ice. So when you go to Vietnam, you just cà phê sữa đá.
Cà phê sữa đá.
Một cà phê sữa đá, so they know.
Yeah, in the meantime, I also learned how to count in Vietnamese.
Yeah, một cà phê sữa đá. So you see the color should be slightly brown, not so black anymore, but also not too much like milky type, right? So for me, this is.
Let's show them. Let me.
I don't know if they can see it though. So.
Yeah, I don't know if they can see it.
But yeah, okay, let me try. Okay, good enough. Not the best, but good enough. Like, it means like can accept it.
This was very expensive coffee, by the way.
Really? Sorry, the taste not that expensive for me.
Okay,
but yeah.
you can tell Jan.
Did he buy? Never ask him to buy anything, by the way. He's horrible at buying stuff. I'll tell this is camera. I ask him every time buy something, he will text me back where can he get the stuff. I say, you Vietnamese or I Vietnamese? You stay in Vietnam and you ask me a lot of questions. And I always have to pick my own stuff. So yeah, anyway, even the fish sauce recommend for you is from me. Do you realize that? Yeah. So they are just not that food person.
Okay. I think it's just the difference. It's just the difference in what the criteria is from a man's point of view. Okay, so Jan is a guy, and from a woman's point of view. Okay, and maybe we just
justification.
We are different. Okay, we are different, and the way we evaluate, the way we choose, the way we make decisions are also different. And I think it's just appreciating the different ways of making decisions.
That's true. Also, for the first time, we finally understand. Now every time when I talk about Vietnam with Douglas, he will start to appreciate what I'm meaning and stop jump to me and stop book conclusion anymore, which is I love it. By the way, this is your coffee. Okay, you can book ice and have it. And that's it for today. Let's get back to another episode and we will talk more about other topic. We have a lot of things that will come up for you guys in the next episode. And don't forget to like, share and subscribe.
Kampungkid.
You have to say I'm Douglas. No, I'm kampungkid.
So this is another episode of Kampungkid Cooks with Anne.
Yes.
And we will see you in the next episode. In the meantime, please like, share and subscribe.
Bye.
If you've enjoyed this video, click like, share and subscribe and hit that notification button. I'll see you in the next video. Talk soon. Kampungkid out.